If you're feeling down, you don't have to feel alone. Just get on the internet, go to the Justin Zone. He's the best friend that you have ever known. Yes, boys and girls, it's time for the Justin Zone. Throw your brain out the window and enter the unknown. Now don't adjust your screen, you're in the Justin Zone. Throw your brain out the window, forget what you've known. Don't adjust the screen, you're in the Justin Zone. You're in the Justin Zone. You're in the Justin Zone. Oh God, oh God, we're in the Justin Zone. We're in the Justin Zone.
Hello, welcome to the Justin Zone. Today's movie is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 1 and 2. And I want to stress that these are probably, at least the first one, has gone through cinematic history as probably one of the most terrifying movies. At least it's one of the top 10 greatest horror movies ever made. Tobe Hooper was the creator of both films. You're really not shown too much. I mean, in the beginning they give there's a text rolled through as a man explains the narration of the beginning. He tells you basically what's going on, stuff like that, you know, that there's all these murders and stuff like that happen. Now, ironically, this movie is based off a real-life killer who was named Ed Grin. He actually did kill and mutilate his victims in the way of the fact of the killer in this one, Leatherface. The opening also starts where we're seeing a guy take pictures of mutilated bodies, and then we see this scene where this person's holding his head, kind of like a decoration kind of thing. Who's there? Hello? Hi. Hello? Who are you? I'm Paper Billy Boy. I love your show. Can I be on it? You're kind of on it right now. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Me and my brother Tommy watch it all the time. That's a little creepy. Can I ask what you're doing here? I wanted to see you in person so I could get an insight of how you review your movies. That's good. Just kind of sit back and we'll explain the rest. So far we're given, we're shown, like, this film, a lot of veteran actors. Not too many, not too many big stars in this one. Although the title screen was, was done by an actor who later would do Stripes, and he's known for being in Night Court. His voice. Now, did he do any of the others after that? I don't remember. Either way, it's, we're shown. The scene is interesting, where, what are you doing? I'm pecking you. Why? I thought it was funny. Anyway, so there's so many different things that happen in this movie. I mean, of course, we have the guy in a wheelchair, typical, not really a typical horror thing, but this movie is kind of makes you feel like it's a hippie movie in a way. So, of course, we see I don't know how to explain all this movie without giving up too much away. They pick up a hitchhiker along the way. He's really like the creepy type, kind of like you. Why you keep staring at me? I mean, I granted you have drolled eyes, but it's kind of creepy. But we meet this guy. He's like the creepiest guy ever. So, you know, we see some really weird stuff happen in the beginning. Well, he gets off. They kind of throw him out. And they stop by this barbecue place. Tells them, you know, they're trying to find a house. Now, apparently, the guy in the wheelchair and one of the girls is like a brother and sister kind of thing. So, they're in there. Now, I don't know how much of this is extended, how much of it's not. But, you know. So, they run off, and then they see this house. And they go into this house, and it's like all kinds of creepy. So, it's like you wonder what's going to happen next. You know, stuff like that. All you hear is, it's like, this is the typical horror movie. That's your first glimpse right there of Leatherface. You know, the deranged killer who wears the faces of his mask, or faces of his victims, in a way. And he kills this guy, and that's all we get to see. And then he shuts the door. Now you're thinking, this is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Where's the Texas Chainsaw? And this girl's looking around this house, and it's all mutilated and stuff like that. It's like, you know, now this is out in the bayous. These people were considered hillbillies kind of way. You know, and then there's more of a glimpse. Now the actor who played him actually went out and studied how to kind of be mentally challenged, you know, because that's how the character worked, you know. So anyway, as Leatherface actually picks off, one by one, he picks off each of, obviously, his victims. You know, you never know what's going to happen with these. There's your chainsaw. You know, you can relate to this guy. You know, I mean, I don't know, but you keep staring at me this whole time, and what do you want me to show you? These are the movies. Yes, lots of movies. And, you know, this is where I do my show. Yes. I love your show. Good for you. Now, it's like Leatherface is mad that this guy got away. So, it's like there's a glimpse of what it's like. It's like, what does he really ever look like under there? We never really are given much of a glimpse and stuff like that. Now, obviously, every great horror movie has its night scene. Now, obviously, he got the one, so now it's what's next. They're growing, and there you. So, without giving up too much away, let's skip over to the next movie. Now, takes place. This is actually part 2. Now, now they did discover what was going on in. The police finally discovered what was going on in the first one, and the family had gotten away. No one knows what happened, but they have been reporting about, you know, ghastly murders and stuff like that. Now, Tobe Hooper did do this one. This one was supposed to be more of a dark comedy. In a way, it wasn't supposed to be taken seriously as a horror movie. Now, it's interesting enough, this is where Dennis Hopper comes into it. His character is a sheriff whose brother was mutilated by said, you know, the butchers. Now, this is our, you know, now this is probably like the best scene you see in the whole movie. Are you going to review the whole movie? No. So, anyway, in conclusion, if you've never seen this movie, I'm not going to talk too much about what this one, you know, is at least worth. You got to watch this one. So anyway, in conclusion, my brother and I want to be like you. Okay? Well, maybe we can be like each other. Well, why don't you go review? No, we were thinking it'd be easier if we just cut you up and eat you and become you. Okay, not creepy. Who are you? Oh God, it's Paperface! This has been the Justin Zone. Bye. Yeah.